Hello there. This is an astrological forecast for Cancer for March of 2012, and this also applies if you have a Cancer ascendant. So, my dear Cancerians, this month we've got Mars retrograde all month until April 14th, and we've also got Mercury going retrograde on the 12th of the month until April 4th. So how's all this going to affect you? Let's start with the Mars retrograde. So Mars is retrograde in your third house. This is probably going to slow down your mental processes a little bit. And what with that Mercury retrograde after the 12th of the month, it's really going to force you to rethink a lot of things in your life. To rethink your relationships, your finances, your work, your career, your direction. There's going to be a lot of rethinking going on. You may also, Cancerians, you do tend to look to the past quite a lot. You're going to be looking at your past and the actions that you've taken and whether really you've got what you wanted, because during Mars retrograde, your mental energy will have to be much more focused. It's in your third house, so it's going to be very important that you consider carefully what you put into writing, what you say to people. Especially with Mars opposite the Sun for the first week in this month, there could be some confrontations, some disagreements with people. So make sure that you're really listening carefully and that you don't commit yourself too quickly. Not that you do particularly, Cancerians, because you do tend to go into things more cautiously, but be even more cautious this particular month during this retrograde. It's going to be a very good time, however, for any kind of research that you need to do, for any information that you need to gather. It's also a good time for studying, for learning, but you will need to be focused. You won't be able to go off in a lot of different directions and accomplish a great deal. It will maybe just be one or two really important things that you can get done during this retrograde. It's also a good time for meeting up with people around you in your area, and for being very focused in those meetings. How could you contribute to your community, maybe, to the people around you, to your neighbours? You might find new ways of networking, different ways of networking. Good time to research on the internet, to really look at ways maybe in which you can make more money, increase your earning potential. Because there's a lot out there that really needs to be researched, but many of us don't have that time. We're rushing here and there and everywhere. Mars retrograde in your third house could really help you, Cancerians, to accomplish a great deal and to find out a lot. So really use that well. We've got a lot happening in the 9th and 10th houses this month, so it's going to be a great time for learning, for education. Also, before the 12th of the month, before Mercury goes retrograde, good time for travel or for making travel arrangements. Also for anything international, involving languages, different cultures, meeting up with different people from different places. And towards the end of the month, there could well be a surprise connected with your career. A change of direction all of a sudden, particularly by about the third week of the month. Going back to the second week of the month, we've got Jupiter conjunct Venus in your 11th house. This is a wonderful time for meeting new people. You might meet them through a course, through learning something. You might meet somebody you love, actually, or through a hobby, through going maybe to a night class or a community class. But it's certainly a wonderful opportunity for meeting some lovely, interesting people that could become friends, and also kind people, people that will be very nourishing for you to be around. So do get out and about, Cancers. Don't sit at home all month. Get out and about and network, because it's going to be very valuable to you and you could meet somebody that you love. The third week of the month, Sun conjunct Mercury, a lot of communication happening in the workplace. Be careful, make sure that you're really listening to people and that you're not talking too much. We've got the Sun square to Pluto in the last week of the month. This could also mean some issues with people in authority. Be careful about speeding, parking tickets, all those kinds of things with these aspects. And also somebody who wants to control you or maybe manipulate you. So be aware of that. We've got Jupiter trine to Pluto for you all month, on and off, which is, again, a good time for developing a deep relationship with somebody. Maybe somebody you already know, but going to a deeper level. Or somebody that you could well meet, and it could become a very deep relationship. So there you have it, my dear Cancerians. Make sure you back up your hard drive before Mercury does go retrograde on the 12th. Try to get any important repairs done, any important meetings done before that. And then during the retrograde, enjoy it as a time of reflection. And also it should be a month where you can relax a little bit more and take it a little bit easier during this month. You might want to subscribe to my monthly newsletter, which is free, online on my website. And if you'd like any kind of a reading, I'd be delighted to hear from you. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.